Yo, what is up, sleepers? It's your boy, Ed Bennett here live on Elm Street. Who do I have with me today? Nightmare on Elm Street. We got the Catcher, we got Pizza Face. Who else do we have with us? The Grabber. Who else do we have with us? Not Freddy Krueger. Alright, so there'll be timestamps in the description for our review if any of you want to skip ahead to that. But for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. So, how's y'all's week been? Battlefield. Y'all are already too far now. Level 300. Dang, y'all have no life. Just kidding. Shut-ins. You're living the life. You're just like that SpongeBob meme where the guys. Oh no, it's expensive. You're like that SpongeBob meme with the guy in the cubicle and then he's standing outside his window, driving in traffic. Me when I'm in my Alexi mood. So, yeah. It's been a pretty slow week. We finally got some much needed rain because it's been a hot October. Yeah, you just want to stay in bed and take a nap. Well, what am I, British? Doesn't it always rain in Britland? Every day, always muggy and rainy. From the movies. Mexico's yellow and Britain's blue. They got beans on toast. That's a pretty good bit. That's funny. That's funny, y'all. All right. So, yeah, let me open up my script here. So, yeah, we're losers. We didn't do anything. So, with the other sticker seats, and let's get into these trailers. Any new movies, TV shows, or video games y'all are looking forward to? Oh, hell yeah. That's it. You're already so behind, man. You're missing all the heat. I'm excited for the Chainsaw Man movie. Well, I actually don't know. Let's see. Yeah, October 23rd. Yeah, I'm ready, man. Been waiting a long time for Chainsaw Man. I'm ready. I'm ready. Chainsaw Man's probably the best anime ever on Earth. It has been a long time. The mango. I'm excited. All right. So with that, let's get into our first trailer, which is Send Help. So Linda and Bradley, two colleagues who find themselves stranded on a deserted island after they are the only survivors of a plane crash. On the island, they must overcome past grievances and work together to survive. But ultimately, it becomes an unsettling and darkly humorous battle of wills and wits to make it. Sam Raimi's Send Help. Yeah, what y'all think of the trailer of Send Help? Yeah, that's the Sam Raimi one. Moana takes place on an island, bro. That's the only two. What? I thought you did the Angelina Jolie one and Channing Tatum. Castaway, Shutter Island, Pirates of the Caribbean. All right. Let's move on to the next trailer then. We got that releases January 9, 2025. This looks like this movie looks sick. I keep cutting out. I might just switch to my Ethernet here. Give me a second. Yeah, Primate. Michael. I got the crazy Michael. All right. Primate. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty awesome. It looks like it's gonna be a movie of the year, if I dare say so myself. This versus Better Man. Which monkey movie is better? You haven't even seen this one. What about Better Man versus MVP, the skating monkey movie? You know, I'm talking about the Disney. Oh, it's actually a hockey movie, huh? I think that's gonna be my Halloween costume next year. Our costumes for the next year's Halloween theme should be different types of primates. So everybody dresses like a orangutan. Oh, it is. It's so weird because it sounds perfectly normal on my end. Well, as long as the live stream's all right. But yeah, different types of primates for next year's Halloween party. So that's what the theme is gonna be. Orangutan, chimpanzee, Winston, underclock. Alexi's got to be Widowmaker. He's got to get a BBL. And lastly, we got R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead. This is cinema. You're a Pumpkinhead. But it's on. It's gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be on Tubi for free. It's gonna be awesome. So with that, let's get into you guys' thoughts before going into Black Phone Dose. What y'all think about before watching it? Yeah. Yeah, the first one was pretty good, but I agree. I was like, where are they even gonna go for the second one? I guess we all had the same sort of thought process. So with that, let's get into the spoiler filled or free review. Spoiler free review of Black Phone 2. It released October 17, starring Mason Thames, directed by Scott Derrickson, rated R. Plot summary: as Finn, now 17, struggles with life after his captivity, his sister begins receiving calls in her dreams from the Black Phone and seeing disturbing visions of three boys being stalked at a winter camp known as Alpine Link. What is you guys' overall thoughts without any spoilers? Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of new lore that wasn't in the present in the first one. I gotta know how he started. Yeah, it was like it wasn't necessarily a bad movie, but it was definitely a different. Yeah, very different from the original. So you're gonna get a completely different experience. Yeah, a lot of cool visuals. Some of the comedy in it's pretty funny too. Hmm. There's also there's also addition of new characters that you don't really get to meet or know in this new one. There's a lot of different characters trying to share screen time, and it's like I don't feel like any of them, apart from the main girl, we really got to see development in. You don't even remember his name. Just a little bit. Oh yeah. Hmm. That's a little bit of a stretch. All right. So what do you guys? Huh? So. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. What do you guys rate it out of 10? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. 7. Well, to be different, I'll give it a 6.9. Yeah, it was like we were saying, it wasn't like a terrible movie. We've seen worse, especially in terms of horror movies, but The Strangers too. Let me look up some horror movies that came out this year. Yeah, not yet. Weapons. Megan 2. Weapons. Bring Her Back. Until Dawn. You're telling me that Clown in a Cornfield wasn't better? You're telling me Screamboat wasn't better? Screamboat, the Mickey one? The horror Mickey. That was another one that came out this year. Popeye the Slayer Man on Tubi. Yeah, a little pee on your cock. So let's look at some online ratings. The critics for Metascore 59 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes Tomato Meter 74. Audience and IMDb 6.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomato audience 85. So the average of all these scores 71.25. Yeah. So with that, so the bar must be pretty low for Nightmare on Elm Street. There's a lot. So with that, let's get into the spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of Black Phone 2, starting with in October 1982, 4 years after Finney Blake killed the grabber, his sister Gwen begins having dreams where she sees murders that happened at Alpine Lake Camp in 1957. During one of the dreams, she receives a call from her mother, Hope, at the time of the murders, who had similar dreams. So, what do y'all think about the beginning with Finn going to school, beating up other kids, and the relationship between Finn and Gwen? New age people. You sound like a educated person, and I don't like that. Stop using logic and facts. It shows. What did y'all think about the relationship between Finn and Gwen? What? That's such a random comparison. Oh man, it's a Lois episode. That's so random. Just caught me off guard. That's a different show. What is going on? We've lost all control on this podcast. Just got so off course. Yeah. And what did you guys think about her first visions of seeing the boys being killed? Mm-hmm. I I liked. I did enjoy how I did enjoy how the camera quality got more grainy. I think that was a pretty good way of distinguishing dream world from reality. Yeah, or anything like that. Or in movies where they try to trick you into thinking the dreams are real by not changing anything. Yeah, they were trippy. Get out of here, mom. Yeah, I liked her like going back to the old basement where her brother's being trapped. I was like, whoa, that's creepy. That's the thing. The movie we watched, we also watched that one. The Thing. That was the original black phone. So let me open up the thing again so we can continue. The Thing. So, determined to understand the truth, Gwen convinces Finney and Ernesto, the brother of late Robin, to travel to Alpine Lake Camp, a Christian youth camp where Hope, their mother, had also worked as a teenager. When they arrive, a heavy blizzard traps them there with only a few others. The camp survivors are Armando, his niece Mustang, and two camp employees. The three kids begin investigating what Gwen's dreams might mean. So, what did y'all think about them first arriving to the camp? Hmm. They're a brand new invention. They're a brand new invention. Oh yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I liked the he's just willing to run in the snow like that. Yeah. Alexi, you're Russian. Don't you stand outside in your underwear? I say you're Russian. Don't you stand outside in your underwear in the freezing cold? Maybe they're part Russian too. I did I think the frozen atmosphere was a good touch. You don't see that too often in horror movies, and I think it plays well just how spooky it can be to be stranded out in a freaking blizzard. That's very specific. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know they had a Silent Hill on the Wii. Uh, one piece that I didn't like though, uh, just one piece mentioned. One thing that I didn't like about the movie though is how Gwen was so adamant about wanting to investigate her dreams and what the heck was going on, and then acting so surprised when even more weird shit started to happen when she went to the camp. It's like you signed up for this. You knew some weird shit was gonna happen. Why are you like acting like you can't? You're in disbelief. Mhm. It's like that's unproven. Go back down memory lane. Trying to put the pieces together. All right. Yeah. So they're at the camp, and they begin investigating their dreams. So yeah, what do you guys think about Gwen's first nightmare, which he was burned by the burn victim, and basically all the victims? Yeah. Peed your pants a little. I don't have a moment of peace. There's always some noise in my head. You mean y'all aren't constantly playing episodes of SpongeBob in your head? You gotta say the whole word now. Well, now we don't say schizo anymore. We say phrenic. So on the second night, Finney receives a call on the camp's dead payphone. This time from the grabber. Speaking from death, the grabber vows revenge, blaming Finney for forcing him to kill his own brother and for ending his life. Moments later, Gwen is violently attacked in her dream by the grabber, but Finney, Ernesto, and Mustang manage to save her. The shaken group gathers in the camp's chapel where Armando and others realize they must find the bodies of the grabber's victims from Alpine Lake Camp to loosen the power over the dream realm. The group deducts that the bodies are beneath Lake Maru. Gods. Hmm. So this is the part of the movie where it's a big shift from the original because it becomes more like The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street, whatever you want to refer to it as, where like there's this there's this ghostly horror that only one or two characters can see, and everybody else just sees people floating around and stuff. Mm, that's true. Like Freddy. Yeah, like his powers are more limited here. But it does make it seem like, okay, does that mean there's going to be other movies where there's other serial killers coming back from the dead? So he was just invisible. That's so weird, though. Just like, yeah, that's even more lame somehow. Just like we, yeah, but I mean, it's the way that it was written. Yeah, it's like it's just lame. Nobody can see him, but you can also touch him. It's like, huh? So what's it? Yeah. So what's it mean now that he's double dead? Does he go to double hell? Yeah. So as they investigate further, they discover that Armando, Hope, and the Grabber all know each other from camp long ago. It was all connected the whole time? What a coincidence. Who could have seen that night? Gwen is again pulled into a dream where she faces the Grabber, where he reveals Hope did not commit suicide, that he actually killed her, staging it to look like a suicide. Whoa. This Grabber's been part of the family the whole time? It's part of the torment the whole time? He then attempts to kill Gwen, with her injury sustained in the dream manifesting into reality. She manages to gain power in her dream and fight back before being awoken by Finny and Ernesto. Meanwhile, Armando is searching for the boys' bodies. So what did y'all think of that whole sequence? The reveal of her mom being killed by the Grabber. You know, now that I think about it, that dead boy thing was just from Coraline. Where the little ghosts are like, Coraline, look for our button eyes. They're over here. We need to be free. I love being not trapped in this in-between world. No, not really. They also don't they also didn't explain too well how Gwen suddenly got control over her dreams. The books made her smarter. Like the Juice World song? Lucid Dreams? The wet dreams? You talking about wet dreams? I'm done with breathing. What's the difference between lucid dream and just imagining? How, how do you know when you're actually like fully like what if I start imagining with my eyes closed in bed and I'm able to control my imagination? Am I how often? Yeah, the books told her how. They literally said, "Remember your books." That's what they said in the movie, man. They said, "Remember the books." And she's like, "Oh yeah, the book." This is Shark Boy and Lava Girl, dude. You ever heard of Dreamland? What? How does Max control his dream, dude? How does Max control his dreams and the adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl? He writes in his book. Mr. Electric is stopped because he wrote in his book, man. Yeah. That would have been a cool crossover if Max just showed up. He had his little notebook and he's like, "Oh, don't worry, I got you." He went to the land of truth. Yeah. Why is there so many movies about dreaming? Just like there's a lot of movies about islands, there's a lot of movies about dreaming. We got Inception. How often do you control your dreams? What do you dream about in your lucid dream? And you willingly chose to dream this? So the next day, Finney and Gwen's father, Terrence, arrives, having borrowed a snowplow to get there. Gwen confronts both Terrence and Finney about their abuse of drugs and alcohol to avoid thinking about their traumatic past. They decide to stay to defeat the grabber and put the murderer of the boys to rest. Yeah, what did y'all think about the scene where the dad showed up? You got cock? What do you mean? He served as the emotional tool for them to actually confront their feelings. But what's been clogging their minds like an artery. So later, joined by the camp employees, the group returns to the frozen lake to recover the three missing boys. As they search, Gwen falls asleep again and is attacked by the grabber. The grabber attempts to murder Finney, Terrence, and the others present. During the struggle, Gwen locates the boys' bodies beneath the ice, removing the grabber's power. The grabber is brutally attacked by Finney, Gwen, and the spirits of the murdered boys before being dragged beneath the frozen lake by the children. So, Yeah, maybe he could only appear when she was sleeping, because that's the only time he was able to show up. Well, he tried, but he was stopped every time. Yeah, it could be her doing. This was like a FNAF scene to me because the spirit of the little kids was like, "I'll help you defeat this monster." It's Coraline. It's FNAF. Wow, how many times has this been done? Just invisible. Gwen. Oh, the Christian couple. They're not. The ending of the movie, pretty much. So, the next day, as Gwen and Finny prepare to leave, Gwen gets a call on the camp's payphone from Hope, who tells Gwen how proud she is and of her, along with the message for Finny from Robin. You hated the scene? So Christianity is real in this universe because she says she's in heaven. So the Christians were right, guys. You better start praying. it's it's like that meme about the pastor. He's like, if you wake up and you've gone to heaven and I'm not there, you're not in heaven. You're in hell. If I'm not there, you're not in heaven. Yes, this was like a pastor. I gotta find that meme later. Yeah, that is pretty egotistical, pretty vague. So, did y'all have a favorite scene in this movie? Gwen. Mm. What about a least favorite scene that y'all have, if any? Everything else. She was- All right. So, what are you guys' final ratings for this movie now that we've gone a little more into depth? Yeah, I'm lowering mine's too, 6.8. Lost points for the lapse in logic. Not everything flowed well. It's like the cinematography, the atmosphere. It was all pretty cool, but when you start thinking about the logic of the movie, it kind of falls apart. Yeah. So yeah. So with that, let's move on to content we've seen this week. What are some shows or movies y'all watched this week? Hell yeah. Oh no. Yeah, it's pretty good. I love it. I did. That's what I said. I used to recommend it every week as episodes are coming out. I'm like, please watch it, anybody. Yeah. What? Sounds, man. Was it scary? Oh. Oh, was this the stupid trailer of like who did it? Who is the real John Wayne Gacy? Because I remember a trailer like that. I thought those were something tapes. Yeah, monster. Yeah, this one that Alexi's talk. Yeah, there's a lot of these. So many serial killer shows lately. What was the best one? What about the rest of y'all? What did you watch while Alexi searches? Drop? Oh, I wanted to watch this one. What's it on? Oh. Yeah, the trailer looks pretty interesting. Yeah. It's a new obsession. It's his current hyperfixation. How many times did she dress up this time? So few times. So what's she doing the rest of the show if she's not dressing up? The prep time? That's crazy prep time. Not when you're an anime character. So they're going for more realistic. I don't think I will. Nah. I'm watching My Hero Academia. That's what I'm doing. It was pretty good. Javier, Javier, you're missing out. A certain character is back, and they're like goaded right now. Oh my god, dude, you gotta catch up. I was like, holy shit! I was like, I did not expect this. I don't care. I don't care much. No. What did you? Yeah, what did you think of All Might's fight, Javier? I thought you just said you watched the dub episode. Yeah, it's the first episode. Oh my god, bro. What is taking you so long? Well, I bet she's been ready to watch it. You've just been doing nonsense. For real. It's a little indie show nobody really's heard of. People gotta check it out. People gotta check it out. This is slept on. This is slept on, yo. Not enough. We need to extend this. Passing around like a used condom. Why do you pass around used condoms? You don't pass on used condoms. That's one thing you shouldn't do. That's wrong on so many levels. I don't remember doing that. Alexa used it first. It's not very stretched out, so it's still good. Anyway, I watched Ranma, the new episode today. It's pretty cute. I still like it. Yeah, it's back though. Ranma's so good. I hope they don't cancel it. No, you haven't even watched the new one. Ranma's so good, dude. I also watched the new Spy Family. I also watched the new Spy Family. It was pretty cool because it's still going, bro. They're still familying. They went into Lloyd's backstory in this new episode. I actually did like that episode. Yeah, they went into how he became a spy and why. Family spy man. No, no, they got dark for this kind of show actually, because they showed bombs getting dropped in his village and his mom getting blown up. Oh my god, not Sakamoto days. I thought you already watched it. Yeah. Oh, you catching up with that, but not My Hero? Oh my god, bro. I bet she was ready to watch it. I'm also watching I'm watching the final season of Solar Opposites. I'm so sad that it's over. It's coming to an end. Yeah, it's the final season. Yeah, this is it. This is the end. Yeah, last week I believe it was when they released the final. It's over, y'all. October 13th is when the final season came out. Luckily, all the episodes are out right now. Solar Opposites. Good, we don't need more. 100 years Rick and Morty. Nobody even likes Rick and Morty. Oh, I watched the new South Park. New South Park. It was of South Park? Oh. South Park uh, South Park, they do the 6'7" joke the whole episode, so Javier would love it. 6'7". Oh, new Smiling Friends. I watched that. The one from last week. The Mr. Frog one. Yeah, that one was more of a serious episode then. He gone. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, dude, it's so good. We are the Smiling Friends. So with that, I'm watching the new ones in Paramount. So with that, let's roll the credits. Y'all got any recommendations for any media? I still got to finish reading my chapters. So that way I can come up with some questions. Someday I'd like to. Maybe when the book club's over. I'll tell Scott to lead the next book. Huh? You don't read, dude. That's why you can't lucid dream. Oh, so you're telling me I can get it done in a weekend? Ooh, next week there's a few movies I'm interested in. There's Chainsaw Man. There's Shelby Oaks, which looks I don't know anything about this, but it does look creepy. It's a horror movie. And there's Frankenstein. And there's Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, I don't. They're all pretty. They all sound pretty good. I don't know which one to pick. Gifted, what's that? Oh, is that one out? Let me find it. Cause that does sound funny. You lying to me, bro? Why are you lying? I don't see it. You just love attention. All right, so I guess we'll figure it out. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping Cinema.